six joints too, man. So I
Yes,
know the
sir.
Bills take care of y'all nice and crispy.
I well bean it, get a little cold out here. You know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Speaking of keeping things cold, though, man, it's a whole new season, and I feel that you guys is like the Rodney Dangerfield in the NFL. Y'all get no respect still. Like Jerry said, we still got to keep punching people in the mouth to get that respect. And here it is, a brand new season, and they just think that New England is just going to come in here and have their way running the ball again. So I mean, what's the focus on just having that eye discipline with gap integrity, going into this week?
Well, it takes all 11 to play defense, especially against this group. They very fundamentally sound. They're gonna come in here and give us their best shot, and we just got to take it and handle that. And everybody has to be in their gap. And then when they do decide to pass, I don't know how much, depending on the weather. Last time they came out here, they didn't throw worth a lick. So this time when they come out here, they might switch it up, and it might be a different game. But whatever they decide to do, we just got to be on it. We just got to be dialed in, locked in. Whatever they call on defense, we got to execute. And last but not least, we got to protect our reputation. So.
Some instances in that game, they was trying to manipulate the edge there, go twin sets with N'Keal Harry out there, single back style, and they was doing like some reverse counters. On one drive, they was able to find some success, during that. I'm quite sure you guys will be well prepared for that. But I mean, more hindsight. Yesterday was the 5th year anniversary of Coach McDermott being the head coach here. Question for both of y'all guys: What does Coach mean to both of you?
Oh man, he means everything. Just the way he's changed the mentality in the building, in the organization. Bringing that championship playoff caliber that we so desperately needed here. We got plenty of guys that got the talent. It's all about leadership. And when you have the right leadership, the right captain on the boat, man, it makes things a lot easier, and we can go out there, play fast, and have fun, and give our fans the results that they need.
Right. I just think for me, with McDermott bringing me here and getting me here, like, I just can't say enough about that right there. I could have been a whole bunch of other places and would not have been in this situation. I've been in the league, going on 3 years now, and every year I've been to the playoffs, and like the coaching here is just good. They say a lot of other places around the league, like talking to older guys, is just not like this. So for me, I wouldn't say saved my life, but he damn sure saved my career coming to a place with a good atmosphere and me learning how to be a pro here versus somewhere else where it's not so, not so family oriented and things like that.
Absolutely. Hey, Jerry, before I let you go, man, give us your playoff message.
My playoff message, man, we're going to do what we always do. We coming out here, we playing fast, we playing physical, especially up front. We hear all the chirping, we hear guys talking about us and everything like that. That ain't nothing though, because we're going to strap it up, we're going to let them pass talk come Saturday.
That's right. Let's get Shaq back up in here, man.
Oh, yeah. Talk Crane.
Crane ski, see.
Appreciate you.
Hey.
No problem.
Hey, this is for either of you guys. What are the challenges in facing the same team for a third time? It's incredibly rare.
It's going to be a very detail-oriented, disciplined game. Field position's going to be key for us. It's all about population to the ball, getting off blocks, and trying to just come out there swinging. So I think for us, it's just going to be an old school slobber knocker. We've seen them 2 times this year. They've seen us twice. The third time, like Ali said, it's that whole trilogy, that whole Thriller and Manila type thing. It's going to be fun. The ice is going to be there. The cold's going to be. It's going to be Buffalo Bills football. So whoever's going to be mentally tough, they're going to be physical. That's going to be the outcome. So we're excited for it up front. We're ready for that challenge.
Right. I would say it's kind of like, I don't know if you ever had a brother or somebody that was close in age, and y'all go outside and play one-on-one basketball, and he know everything you're going to do, you know everything they're going to do, and somebody got to win, and it's going to be physical. It's going to be, a little extra, but it's just that we know who they are. They know who we are. It's just going to be who want it more.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Hey guys, it's Sal here. I got a question, one for each of you. First with Ed. I think from a lot of us looking on the outside in, you're playing the best football of your career. Would you say you're playing the best football of your career right now?
I would say I'm playing some good football right now, and hopefully to continue that into the playoffs. at the end of the year, you want to be rolling. And right now, we just rolling, man. We just going, taking it day by day. And, man, I can say that for a lot of guys on the team, just play their best ball, the most dialed in we've been all week. And I kind of alluded to that in the beginning of the year. I think, like, after the Texans game, I was like, playing good defense right now doesn't necessarily mean as much as playing good defense in the end of December, early January. So with us playing good defense right now, it's a good time to be at our best.
And Jerry, you just said it. Ed just said the only thing he knows is playoffs. That's not the case with you. You've been here long enough. You're the longest tenured player. You were here for a lot of the years without the playoffs. What is different about it? What does it mean to you to be in this position with the urgency, and what can you implore on the young guys now that you've experienced both of this?
Yeah, I can add a lot of wisdom to it, but I think a lot of guys on the team, like Ed said, all they know since they came into the NFL is the playoffs. And like I told them, once we won that game on Sunday, claim the whole AFC East and all that stuff, make this part of your legacy. You guys are very familiar with winning. Winning is now a tradition, so let's continue that in the postseason. There's no reason why we can't go back to the AFC Championship and then some. So I think a lot of these guys understand that. The moment won't be too big on Saturday. We're just eager to go out there and prove that we can play football and let everyone know that we are a postseason organization.
Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, Josh Reed here. First off, for Jerry, kind of going off of what Sal just talked about, what's it going to mean in particular? Obviously you had to fight to get to this point through so many tough years, to go out and be in front of a packed house on Saturday. What are the emotions going to be like?
Oh man, it's going to be amazing. When I first got here in 2014, listening to some of those captains like Eric Wood and Fred Jackson talk about bringing a playoff game home to Buffalo, and the emotions and the feelings of what that would be like, and then for me to actually live it, it's going to be surreal. I know our fans, the Mafia, is going to be crazy come Saturday just because it's a playoff game in Buffalo. I'm going to try to keep my emotions under control, under check, just because I understand where we are at as an organization, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I tell a lot of people who we were able to do it last year, but not have the fan support. Our stadium is a whole nother place when we got the Mafia in there with us. And so they're going to get a chance to experience that for the first time. I'm going to get a chance to experience that for the first time. It's going to be electric come Saturday night. We won't have to worry about the weather.
Yeah. Hey, and Jerry, there's always a lot of talk about chemistry on the offensive line, but talking to Sean and some of the other guys, that holds true on the defensive side of the ball too. What have you seen with Ed and Harrison on the interior there, and how they're kind of playing off of each other right now?
Just growth throughout the season, throughout their career, how when they first started off, it was more so put my hand in the ground and do my job. Now they understand how teams are attacking, they're communicating on the field. That whole growth process, I think, is allowing them both to just play faster. And that's why you see them constantly around the ball, because now they're able to really just be themselves, but more so focus on the game and their preparation throughout the week. And they do a fantastic job of getting their body both physically and mentally ready for the game. And so now, December, January, when you cut on the film, that's all you see is our interior guys, creating that population, getting to the quarterback, doing everything that we asked them for and some.
Great insight. Appreciate your time, Jerry. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry, John and Ed, John Worrell with the AP here. These are for Jerry. One is, you talked about it. You got here in 2014, and that was in the midst of the Bills really struggling against the Patriots. Do you feel that this team over the past 2 years has exercised those two ghosts, that ghost?
We don't try to put too much emphasis on them. It's more so on just next opponent up, they're going to get our best shot no matter who it is. And I know that they're a division rival. We see them twice a year, and that's one thing that we do make a point of, is to try to take care of all division games, no matter who they are. So I think even though we've struggled with that organization in the past, we really don't put too much emphasis on who we're playing. We're just excited to go out there and play, and we handle business. And I think that's what makes this group of guys so great, because they're competitors. It doesn't matter who they're playing, doesn't matter what time of day, the weather, where the location is. it'll be on ice on a Saturday, Sunday night. They're going to show up ready to roll, and I'm excited. And that's why I like playing ball with these guys.
Could you have envisioned, though, back-to-back AFC East championships back then in 2014?
Absolutely. I mean, every year when we go into the spring, that's what we talk about. You know, I mean, in the past, we fell short. These past 2 years, we were able to pick up on it. And not only that, but we were really able to go out there and play our style of football. And I think that just tip your hat to the guys being here throughout the off season, working hard throughout the season to just constantly improve their game and not really hang our hat on one game. We really don't want one game to define us. It's all about growth throughout the 18-week season here, and it was great to see guys do that.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, because I think you even expected this question to be coming. Any thoughts about this, your future? Once this playoff run is over?
Nah, man, I haven't really thought too much about it. I want to go out there.
This could
I want to finish.
Be one, and this could be
breaking up.
one of the last times you step on the field here in Buffalo.
Yeah. It could possibly be that. You know, that certainly crossed my mind. The final regular season game, it was really cool to see my family and my son out there. You know, he's probably one of the biggest Buffalo Bills fans out there, and so that was really surreal. You know, now it's more so focused on the playoffs. You know, I want some hardware. Everybody in this building, we want some hardware, and we were close to getting that last year. So now we know what it takes to get back to that stage. And if this is my last opportunity being a Buffalo Bill, then I want to go out on top.
You want to be back?
Yeah, but that's not my control, man. You know, I'm here to play football and win championships. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. That's my main focus.
Hey, Jerry. Good to see you. We haven't talked to you since the last Patriots game. I'm curious, what was the biggest difference in terms of the performance of the defense as a whole between, that first matchup and then how you guys were so effective against pretty much everything they did in the second matchup?
Yeah, that first matchup, we're just going to be frank with it. They came out there and they punched us in the mouth. And so we knew going back to their place, we had to return the favor, but we got to do it our style, our way. And I think guys rose up to that challenge and we were able to do that. Now we know this is round 3. They're coming back in our home. The stage is now even heightened because loser goes home. And I guarantee you nobody in this building wants to go home. So we're going to do everything that we can. If it takes extra, an extra quarter, so be it. I think everybody here in this building is ready for that challenge. We're excited for it and just can't wait for Saturday.
You've played in cold weather here for a long time. Is there anything you could do during the week to get your body ready?
Spend some time outside, take off the pants, get in some shorts, enjoy that weather, really embrace it, get your feet in the earth, let your toes touch that cold soil and just enjoy it. It's going to be cold on Saturday, but, with the Mafia in that stadium getting loud, it's going to feel warm and it's going to be fun.
Best of luck to both of you.
No, thank you, bro.
That's all for today. Thanks, guys.
Yes. Hey, man, you looking pretty right there, brother. You look like a model out there.
What's up, Dion? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right, great. We will get started with questions. Please raise your hand if you have a question.
All right. Nobody has a question.
First question will be from John.
Smokey. Smokey.
What's with the Cardinals hat?
You know, I got a dog that works at a New Era, and I don't know if you can see it, but these hats are like corduroys. I kind of just fell in love with the corduroy, so I got every hat. It ain't really even about the actual team. It's just the hat. You know, the hat is swag. So the hat is the dogs.
No, I like it. If you want to pass along that connect at New Era, I'm a big hat guy, obviously, because on top we struggling. So
that is a fact.
Appreciate you.
Well, I think that you need a beanie and some fertilizer first. And then
we passed the fertilizer, Dion. We are way past that, my man.
Sure.
Facing a team for the third time, we've heard a lot of they know us, we know them. What advantage is there though to being so familiar with an opponent, especially this time of year?
Advantage? I mean, the advantages is simply that, and we played them twice. This will be the third time playing them, so we kind of are familiar with our matchups. But this is still the NFL. You know, every week is different, and guys are playing to win. Like we all know that it's a 1 week season now, and guys are gonna be overly like physical and overly amped up and overly with their kill streak on. So, you know, like we understand it's kill or honestly be killed.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about, we hear often how it's a different feel and vibe and game in the postseason from the regular season. You certainly have plenty of experience with that. Can you describe exactly what makes playoff football different?
Energy, understanding that we're one of few to be in a position. You know, like we look on our social medias and we see some of the guys that are already home and back like where their full-time like residency is, and we take pride in it that we're still going and that we're still practicing and that we still have meetings and we still are in the flow and we take it serious. You know, the postseason is special. It's a special thing to get to, and everybody can't say that they've gotten there. You know, playing with like Kyle Williams, the first year that he's been there was after that Dolphins game, with the blessing of Dalton, and he's been in the league for 12, 13 years, like maybe even more. Like I don't know. So we just take it with a lot of pride. It's not easy to get here, and we don't take it lightly. It's an honor,
man. Thank you.
Sure.
Snowman, big.
Yeah, let the dog smoke.
Dude, what's good? Hey, yo, man, that hat is fire too, by the way.
Tough.
Look, you need to get the snow joint though. It need to be the snow corduroy. You gotta tell your man to get that. And so when you do that, I need a size 8. You see, I didn't cut my joints. You know what I mean?
That's tough. He got the dreads tied up clean.
You know, it's new season, baby. You know, I gotta come correct with y'all boys, man. You know, you already know the vibe, right?
You already know the vibes.
So, you know, speaking of that vibe, man, you know, the process when you first got drafted and that dream finally came true, and you know, Coach McDermott coming here and trusting that process. Just tell us how that process, you know, was able to come to fruition. You know, you're actually living that process and going through that process.
Well, simply, Mook, it was literally just staying on beat. You know, staying on beat, understanding that sometimes that beat might have a different sound. It could be a little lower, it could be a little higher of a bass in the tone, but just got to just stay on beat and just stay on track, because this league, it's a roller coaster league. Like some teams play horrible in one week and some teams play amazing that following week. So we're just understanding the individual battle of person or self, just staying on track, just trusting your individual routine and understanding that that's the thing that you have to be most truthful and respectably, for the most, just respecting your routine, which is staying on track, trusting the process.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And speaking of that process, man, yesterday marked the 5th year that Coach McDermott was hired as the Bills' 20th head coach. And I know you went on and said some good things about him last week, but just care to reiterate that, man, and what has Coach McDermott meant to you in your career so far?
Honestly, I'm extremely honored to have him as my head coach. He's stuck by me. He's groomed me and to the person that I am today, as an athlete, as a person off of the field, just understanding that it's never about yourself, that you have to embrace others and find ways to connect with others to make this thing all stick together like glue. And I'm just happy that he's trusted in myself. He's been real. He's been the same coach since day one. He hasn't switched up. And that's all we could truly ask for is a coach that is true to self. And that's definitely one that he is.
Absolutely, man. Hey, appreciate your time, champ. Good luck this week.
Thanks, Mook.
All right, Dion, I don't have a cool cap or clothes or nickname or anything here, but, love talking to you, man. Thanks.
What up, dog?
How are you? So we just heard from Jerry a little while ago, and, you brought up Kyle too. What does it mean for, you're not necessarily like a Kyle situation here, but a guy like Jerry, for you guys to know that, like, these guys put their time in the league and, you want to go out there and yes, it's for everybody, but, when you start thinking about their careers and where they've gone and, how special it would be to give them something like this.
Yeah. And you're talking about giving somebody like
a
Kyle
chance, an opportunity, and Jerry, for a long time, an opportunity to compete for a championship.
Yeah. I mean, even like simply Sal, even like simply winning in the postseason, like that's special in itself. Getting to the postseason, that's special in itself. And I'm not like trying to say that losing in the playoffs is okay, because that's obviously not. But being in a position to even have a chance to compete for that championship win, like it's just like it's just different. And when we take the field, like it's for us individually, like this team as number one, but we're pulling all of the greats that came before us that failed, that couldn't, get that win. And they understand like how hard it is. And we understand how special of a team we are. And with winning individually week in and week out to fight for that overall goal, I mean, it's special. And the legends would definitely and be proud, and are already proud of us getting to where we're at now. Because 5 weeks ago, people counted us out. Like they spoke about me and they spoke about players individually that, and these guys suck and Dion's not the same Dion and this and that. And then now life is totally different. Now everybody's, Dion's this and Josh is this and the team is this and the O-line is this and blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, like keep that energy there. But we are doing this for self, this 2021, 22 group of men, and we're pulling all of the vets, all of the legends with us. And day in and day out, we're winning individual battles days and days and days until game day presents itself.
I know, last year we asked you guys about Brian Daboll possibly, leaving to become a head coach. He's in the mix again for some jobs. We know that. If someone came to you, a team, and asked you for your recommendation on Brian Daboll, what would you say?
I would say, I hope that y'all will ask me after the season is over, and I would tell y'all everything great about him, because he's a great dude, great leader, and he likes to have fun, and he knows what to call, But I would honestly push the questions off till we got our and job done. But just know if they wait, they would have everything positive that I could possibly say about them.
Great. Good response. Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, Dion, Mike Catalana. I wanted to ask you about, you said, different games and you could play lousy one week and great the next and all. People always talk about momentum. And from a player perspective, when that game ends against the Jets, whether you guys won by 40 or won by 10, is there, we talk about it a lot, is there momentum going from one week to the next in the NFL when it's a different matchup, different team you're going against?
In a way, yes, but it depends on like what you're thinking of momentum. Like, I just think it's just confidence. It's just confidence in the individuals, which the individuals make the unit, and the units make the team. When I say units, I mean offensive unit, defensive unit, and special teams. You just have confidence, like going in. Like if your center like has a great game, like he's going to be confident going into that next week, and so forth. So like it's more so confidence. Definitely, everything in the season doesn't really matter for the postseason, because the postseason is a whole different animal, So if we're talking about during the season, yes, in a way, but playoffs, nah, not really.
And everybody talks about playing them for a third time. It's 3 times in 40 days with the same team, and nobody's in the battle more than the offensive and defensive line, every play. What's it like for you guys to go up against them again and them to go up against you 3 times in a span of a little more than a month?
Yeah, simply in what you said, it's just a battle. It's just a battle over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's more so like playing like an extremely physical pickup game of basketball, and you say, all right, let's run it back. All right, let's run it back. All right, let's run it back. It's more so that. It's more so that.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Hey, Dion, good to see you. How you doing?
What up, brother? How you doing?
Good. Tyler Bass only missed 4 field goals, and he made every PAT this season. What makes him such a clutch kicker?
He's doing his job. Simply as that. That's all we can ask him to do. Is do his job and just be confident in it. And he's definitely that. He walks with the swagger, and it's our guy.
What does it say about him that he's been so consistent, even with all the wild weather that you guys have played through?
That he came in ready. He didn't let nothing scare him, nothing take him off of his routine and process. And it's showing. Every game, every situation, he's just consistently doing what he's supposed to do, and that's kick. And get that ball in between those 2 uprights, and that's about it. Yeah, that's Cole Beasley. What up, Cola? Sprite and Cola. That's Cole Beasley, man.
How excited are you for the playoff atmosphere that's going to be on Saturday night?
Extremely excited. I'm more so excited for my young guys to finally experience that, and for them to realize how hard it is to get here, and how it's going to change each and every one of those young guys' mindset and wills to want to be great, because it's hard. And I'm going to keep saying it. It is hard to get a chance to compete for that title. And even just to get into a playoff game, it's hard. 1 extra game in the season is hard. And we're thankful and blessedly enough to be here 4 out of my 5 years here. And, it's an honor.
Definitely. Well, thanks for taking the time. Always good to see you.
Thanks, brother. Same.
Hey, Dion, to kind of follow up on some of the special team stuff, I know the weather is a factor for everyone on the field, but their job is, particularly weird if it's cold or windy. Since you're close to a lot of those guys in the special teams unit, like, do you say anything different to them during a game like what we could see Saturday?
I really don't. I'm real tight with Mackenzie and Saran. And I just really just let them know, just do and what y'all do, man. Just do and what y'all do, because that special teams game is definitely hard. Imagine trying to catch a ball, and the ball is I can't even imagine, like what? Like maybe like however, like many yards in the air, and you're looking at it, and the ball is doing like all of this, like all these tricks because of the wind, and that's a hard battle. But I definitely don't overspeak to him. I just let him know, just do in what I do, just do in what I do, and just be confident in it, because we all know it's not going to be perfect because of the weather. There's going to be mistakes. There's going to be drops. There's going to be guys, penalties, like all type of stuff. So we understand, and I do too.
And then on a very different topic, you had told us a bunch about how when you were sick this most recent time, Mitch Morse was someone who was really reaching out to you a lot. He obviously had kind of the opposite lately of something really exciting this week, having another baby. Yeah. What was this week like for you, reaching out to him, just you guys again being so close, and him having this big life moment in the middle of a really exciting football week?
Yeah. I just shot him a text, and I said, enjoy, go for it. And what else? I said, go for it. And I said, let me know what you were blessed with. And Mitch didn't know, and he just texted me back, and he said, a boy. I said, there you go, kid. And there you go. But Mitch is a great dude. And Mitch has came a long way, and I'm happy for him. And he's definitely filled with so much joy and so much happiness right now, and maybe even a little bit of worry for not being physically right there with his lady. But Mitch has a great support system, and he's been doing well. But I'm definitely happy for him, and he's been nothing but smiles walking around, and you can definitely see the excitement that he's got his first son.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks, Dion. That's all we have for today.
Thanks, y'all.